I thought I would do a quick little garden tour this hot morning. It is so hot, the hottest summer ever here in Florida, and I think everybody else knows that. I can only do a little bit at a time, and it's not the heat that bothers me. Actually, I think it feels great out here so far this morning. It's still early, probably like 8 o'clock. It's just the sweat, the humidity. The humidity is so high. My nose and face is getting sore from constantly wiping the sweat off of it. So I can only tolerate it for so long. So that's what's fun of gardening, though. It's not like trying to get everything done at once. It's just enjoying the process, doing what you can, when you can, and enjoying it as you go. So I have like backyard garden. I have a little mini food forest over there, and my little front yard garden here. It's my moringa tree. That's just one of them. But we picked our first pineapple of the year. I have another one in there. I keep them wrapped in tulle. That one's going to be picked in the next couple days, so that the critters don't come in at night and eat them. And so far it's worked. The one I picked this morning was nice and yellow. This morning I potted up a bunch of peppermint, get some propagating. Planted some kale, some dinosaur kale. Let's see how that does here in this toad. It's completely shade. It gets no sun at all whatsoever in this section. So I don't know. It's trial and error. That's what gardening is. My husband brought home this plant. It was all in one pot, and I separated them into their own pots, and I don't know what it is. I can tell, though, it's not a sun-loving outdoor plant. It looks more like a sensitive indoor house plant, but so far it's doing good. And if anybody recognizes it, has an idea what it might be, I would love to know if you would leave a comment below. So let's turn back around here and see what's going on in the little front yard garden. It's my rosemary. I love this. I've had this about 3 years now. I just do nothing. Every now and then I give it a little kitchen water, pasta water, rice water. Loves the heat, loves the sun, and whenever I need rosemary, just come out here and grab some. Alright, this is one of my newest additions, is for my dragon fruit. Never grown it before. Very new to it. And this one is going like crazy already, all the way up it. It's almost at the top now. I have it right now sharing with some sweet potato. Once I harvest them, I won't put them in anymore to be just dragon fruit. So it's just temporary. And then I have one on this side. Don't ask me why I put them on that side and not this side of the pot, but I will be taking a cutting soon because it's starting to grow some shoots, and then I'm going to plant here on this pot, this side of the pot, so I can get one going up this side, because my idea is to get them to grow over this archway. I'm going to continue walking around a little bit of the outside. All these tree stumps I use come from some trees that we had cut down. I don't really buy a whole lot for the garden. I try and use what nature provides or what people throw away, what I find on the side of the road. And my husband is in construction, so he knows what I like, so he's always bringing me home stuff to use. My motto is, if you're spending a lot of money on your garden, then it's not really paying off for you. And here are some butterfly trees, and these came from one of my husband's customers. She lives on a big farm and had all kinds of beautiful plants, and she let me get some cuttings. And they are fast growing, and let me tell you, the butterflies swarm to this. They love it, and I'm so happy to have it. Little papaya struggling. I just recently did a transplant. See how it goes. And then I have some peppermint down there. And my goal for the peppermint is to let it take over all in here to help maintain the roots. And then I have key lime. It's a tall one is a key lime. And if you smell the leaves, it's so good. And then down there is a passion fruit. And first, let me go over here to our rack of bananas. Dwarf Cavendish, look at them. It's been going strong. And then over here we have some papayas. I did not plant this papaya, I'll have you know. It came up here all on its own from my compost. So I have been feeding them heavily. This is my newest banana. This is one of the tall ones. These are dwarfs. They're about to the top of the leaves, maybe 8 feet, 10 tops. As big as they'll get. And then we just noticed in here, there is another flower coming out. We are going to get a second rack of bananas. I'm so thrilled because it's taken about 2.5 years to get our first banana. I started with one, obviously, and the first winter I about lost it. Look at those big black, I don't know what they are. They've been flying all around out here for a while. They're big and loud, scary looking, like great big beetles. We have lots of pineapples. I have found that it's making a great combination because the pineapples are loving all the extra food. The papaya and bananas are both heavy feeders. So by keeping them together, it just flew right by me. Keeping them together, I can feed them both. And the pineapples are loving it. Those pineapples there, I'll get next summer. All right, let's go in. So it's been a process. I'm trying to start to get ready for fall. I haven't done a whole lot of planting this month and haven't really harvested anything. The summer's been brutal and the bugs have just tore what little I had growing. Some things have been loving it, like these peanuts. Look at the peanuts. I'm actually growing these for the birds, but I think the husband's going to want some. It all depends how many there are. They're doing wonderful and they love it here. So, and then there's ginger in there. I'm not sure how it got in there, but it did, because there's actually ginger in this one and ginger in the next one. This is my another little station I built with some free chicken fence. Husband got off a job from a demo. So I like to plant cucumbers in there on the right. Have some sugar baby watermelon that's just not doing well. I don't know. There's another one. I just seen another little. There's one. They produce. I get them to produce. There's another one. But they end up very small and the bugs have been attacking them. And I'm hoping in another month or two, maybe they'll do a little better. And I got some leftover beans still growing in here. The aphids tore up my beans. I will never grow beans in the summer again. That is a lesson I have learned. And this is an old pepper plant. I've trimmed it down and it's throwing some new flowers. And I've got some parsley trying to grow in there. And making some more butterfly trees. And then in here I'm starting something new. It's potatoes. I'm going to grow some potatoes in there. I have this extra basket, and then one here. I'm getting this one ready for, this one's going to be for the small potatoes. I bought a bag of organic small potatoes. Let's see if I can grow some in there. And in that one I just stuck some old yucky potatoes, regular potatoes from the store. See what happens. So in here I have some kind of squash that's trying to grow again. We'll let it do that. And another papaya. They pop up all over my yard. So I'll try to find a new home for it, or get it in a pot maybe for someone else. Sweet potatoes. They're not getting enough sun, I don't think. They're very slow growing here. I took a cutting of moringa to harvest some leaves, and I stuck it in here. This is my little propagation pot. And I try to grow new things, like this kale was dying, and I transplanted it over here out of the full sun. And I don't think it's going to make it. And I have some peppermint. I'm seeing if I can root them in some water. And here I had some milkweed I was propagating, and look what we have. It was propagating very well until these little guys showed up. But that's okay. I love the monarch butterflies, so they can have it. Hopefully nothing eats them. Here, these I just completed today. I'm trying to get an early start on broccoli. For 2 seasons I've grown broccoli, and it seems like I always started them too late because they would end up really bolting before I really got any big heads. So I'm getting an early start, and I learned this little trick. This I did buy, this irrigation tubing. A trick I learned from another YouTuber. Robbie is her name, Robbie and Gary. I love watching her shows. I've learned a lot from her. I doubt she'll ever watch mine, but if she does, hello. And thank you for the great idea. I think this would be good for my broccoli. And I can cover it with the tool, which is another one I learned from her. I love the tool, and I've got some basil in there. The one on the left is the plant, and then I used it. Just transplanted some on the right to get some more. Some jalapeno peppers. One of the customers of my husband gave him this jalapeno pepper for me to grow in the garden, so giving it a try. I love swapping seeds and giving and taking. And that's pretty much over here. More sweet potatoes. And inside there I have another passion fruit. Yes, I'm new to the passion fruit too. That I did buy off Marketplace from a customer. Not a customer, from a seller. And I have a squash in here. I went ahead and stuck him in there to grow for a while till the passion fruit decides it's big enough to take the whole pot. And that's just some type of yellow flower. I'm almost done in here getting it ready. I have to clean this pot out, get it ready for some summer or winter spinach salads. I have to clean this up here. I have another little seed starting station where I have some. They're supposed to be peppers. I put in a bunch of pepper seeds. If you look, I even have, I don't know if you can see it, my sign that says peppers, but for some reason it looks like all tomatoes in there growing. I'm not sure how that happened. There's also weeds because I make my own soil, but I have some more squashes ready to go out. I had them covered because I have a lot of birds. I didn't want them eating them as seeds, and also is getting some direct hot sun. So the tool was helping cool it down. But I think I need to take the tool off of there. And anyways, the birds come to the bird bath there every day, into the bird feeder. So yes, here I have some blackberries and some more blackberries. And I have more over there, and they've been throwing little fruits here and there. A summer little flush, but the mockingbirds have been coming in and feasting on them, and that's okay because it's just been a small little berry here and there. But there you have it. This is my little mini front garden. I absolutely love it out here. This beautiful palm tree we planted was so tiny, and it's feeding off of the garden feeds it, and in return it provides a nice shade, especially for this summer. Stuff has really grown well under here because it doesn't get constant full sun, it gets sporadic. And bananas. And another day we'll take a tour, see what's going on over there in the food forest. I've been working in it a little bit here and there. It's just so hot. So hot. I have a new little water fountain out there for the birds. Yeah, there it is. Central Florida. Hot, 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 hot summer. Trying to get ready for the fall. There's a slight little breeze, so that tells me that the fall is coming. I'm looking forward to growing a lot of salad over the winter. Last winter I grew a lot of bok choy, a lot of it, and I'm going to double it because it grows so easily here. But that's it. If anybody's watching, leave me a like so I know that somebody's watching. And on that one, have a great day. Thank you. See you later. Adios. Grow something. Bye.